So, I said before that I probably wouldn't be posting on here on YouTube as much. That I would be doing premium content. So, I probably would be only post on here once in a blue moon. But I want to create a special series called "Let's Talk About It," as you see in the title, because we're gonna talk about some shit. So, um, as the title suggests, and the scene, when you hear that, when you see that title, you're like, oh shit, you about to talk that shit. We about to talk that shit. All right, so you know, we have a very serious topic right now to talk about. You know what I mean? Basically, there's a lot of people out here struggling right now due to this epidemic that we got going on and all the different variations of the COVID-19 virus that we got going on. You know what I'm saying? So, um, so my prayers go out to all y'all who are struggling. Everybody's struggling. I'm struggling with y'all. There's a shortage on food going on. All the way to the point where McDonald's is about to cancel the large fry from their menu because there's a shortage on fries, which I don't even know how the fuck that's happening, because, which that's weird as hell to me, because potatoes are a extremely renewable food source. Potatoes can pretty much grow in almost any fucking condition. You know what I'm saying? Which is why it was a main staple in Ireland, which is extremely fucking cold, and I don't believe the soil there is that fertile. You know what I'm saying? So that goes to show you there's something going on out here, man. So, um, you know, there's a food shortage going on. There's a supposed job shortage, which is crazy because I've watched a few videos, I've seen a few articles, I've watched some news reports that there's a lot of jobs out here because people are not trying to go back to work. People are not trying to go back to employment, which I totally understand. Why the fuck would you go back working when you can make more money sitting on your ass collecting a check from the government? Why do that? Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because when the government says and they cut off those checks, your ass is fucked and sitting stagnant. And a lot of you produce anything. We're not really a producing country like that. We get a lot of stuff imported. That's number one. Number two, um, there's a supposed job shortage when in reality, if nobody's going back to work, there's no job shortage. I strongly believe that right now. I believe COVID was an intentional pandemic for the government to usher in a new age of robotic employees, so to speak, automated systems doing jobs that human beings normally do. It's already going on in China. It's already going on in Japan. You know what I mean? I seen a documentary about fast fast food restaurants and shit like that. And in China and Japan, they have robots seating you at Pizza Huts and stuff like that. And they have robots, I think, in Japan that actually let you order. They also allow you to order at your table. So that means waiters are going to end up being a thing of the past. So all of y'all who are living off of tips and who are stressed out because you're living off of tips, well, you ain't got to worry about that no more. You're just not going to have a job. Then, soon there's going to be a push for cashiers to be gone. I'm already seeing it now at a local Five Below where they don't even have cashiers anymore. They have machines. A lot of the food markets are having self cash outs. So you cash out, pay for your goods, self-service. And they just have somebody stand there watching, make sure you don't steal. But think about it like this. Imagine keeping the amount of products in the stores, food products in the stores that we used to have in the early 2000s, the late 90s, mid 90s, early 90s, like store shelves packed and stocked to the top, especially in the inner city project areas in the ghettos around the globe. And then Imagine having self-service and having a person watching each lane. I'm telling you, when motherfuckers realize, oh wait a minute, this motherfucker can't do shit to stop me. There's 500, 600, maybe 1,000 of us in this store, and there's maybe 100 of the employees in the store. Y'all, listen, the store employees are gonna get ran over. People gonna stop paying for shit. You understand what I'm saying? Stores are gonna start shutting down. So they limit the amount of items in the store to justify the fact that less people are working in the stores, and they can't trust you motherfuckers. Cameras ain't stopping you motherfuckers. Trust me. You motherfuckers shoot each other every fucking day in front of cameras. That's number one. Number two, they can justify raising the prices up and paying less employees. So a lot of these people who own these companies, even privately own these companies, yeah, they're losing money switching over to automated in the beginning, but long term, these motherfuckers are about to be extremely rich. Again, they're expanding the gap between the rich and the poor. They're getting rid of the middle class. There almost isn't a middle class now. Okay? In certain states, there is no middle class. You have the rich and the poor. You know what I'm saying? So, come on. Like, this is very, very important. Let's talk about it. These are the topics that we need these celebrities, we need these people whose voice has a lot of power to talk about. A lot of you motherfuckers won't get off your ass and go work a job, and pretty soon only jobs that are gonna be left are jobs you have to get certifications for. I'm lucky I went out and got a CDL when I did, because it's becoming very difficult to get a CDL. At least on the East Coast in New Jersey and New York. I don't know how PA is, I don't know how many places. They're gonna make it to where you have to go to school, not just, get trained, study up, go take your permit, and then road test for a CDL. You're gonna have to go to schooling for that. Similar to a lot of jobs that you get certifications and certificates for, similar to those jobs where you basically got to go to school for and probably have to pay a lot more money for. So soon you won't be able to get those jobs. I doubt doctors are going to be going anywhere anytime soon. There's certain positions that aren't going anywhere anytime soon, that you need, that gut feeling. You need human intuition and human problem solving skills. Sometimes you have to solve a problem based off of emotion instead of just straight logic, and a machine can't do that yet. You understand what I'm saying? So those jobs that take problem solving skills based off of understanding, compassion, things that humans possess that machines do not, those jobs are still going to be here. But a fucking cashier, which most of you only have the credentials to do that, fast food and all that stuff, which some places only have those type of jobs, cashiers, janitors, things like that. There's machines that mop the fucking floors, bro. And I think the hoods around the world are gonna be the first places to get fully automated, because you motherfuckers don't want to work anyway, and when you do work, you don't want to do a good job. You feel like you're entitled to have that job. So this is real shit. And if this country don't become, this is the shit that Donald Trump as a president would have prevented. A lot of people not gonna like that opinion, but he would have made us a producing country again. So picture this, where automation takes over in regular jobs, you motherfuckers could have been the producers. There are certain jobs a machine cannot do in a factory that a human being has to fucking do. Okay? Where the machines that work in factories cannot, they're just not ready to make the intricate adjustments that a human being would make. You understand what I'm saying? And it doesn't have the same problem solving ability as a human being. You motherfuckers dropped the ball out of laziness. You wanted to fucking go listen to Joe Biden's racist hatred. Listen, man. You wanted to listen to Joe Biden, who does not like black people the same way Donald Trump, you believe Donald Trump don't. You just didn't like the fact he was telling you the truth. You motherfuckers was mad he was draining the swamps, because you motherfuckers are the frogs and toads and shit and all that shit in the swamp. You motherfuckers kill each other every day. Y'all are poisonous toxin. You guys are cancerous to each other. The state, how the fuck can you trust the government to provide for you that takes the same money that they give you, that puts you in the predicament you're in, that helps you destroy yourself, gives you the coke, dope, and every other drug in the world, and the guns, gives you the shittiest education. And guess what? Even though you're already getting the shittiest education, your kids are not forced to respect at least a little bit of education they're getting. So now, not only you're dumber because the government's making you dumber, it's because you motherfuckers ain't giving the home training at home to not allow your kids to make themselves dumber. Half of the parents can barely do addition and subtraction. Half of them can barely read a fucking Dr. Seuss book. And you expect your kids to do better. But you're not putting your foot in their ass to make them do better. A lot of y'all will encourage your kids to go out there and sell drugs. You understand what I'm saying? This is the shit I'm talking about. This is let's talk about it, man. Anybody who speaks out and really gives a fuck, you motherfuckers want to destroy. I'm telling you, shit's going to hit the fan, bruh. And the only people that can stop it is the people who are affected by it. Which is you people who living in poverty. It's you people living in poverty are the ones who can stop it. There's a job shortage, but there's millions of open jobs. There are employers begging people to come. Begging people. It's like that movie WALL-E, bro. The animated movie with the robot that's really a dumpster or whatever the fuck. He's like a garbage truck, but he's a robot. All the fucking Americans in that movie, all the people really around the world were fat as fuck and getting floated around on these levitating chairs and essentially did nothing all day. The machines did everything for them. And it's weird because, and it seems like I'm saying like random shit and I'm rambling on, but I'm not. I'm tying everything together. Just pay attention. I know you have a short attention span. These smartphones made your attention span much shorter because everything's so fast now and rapid, but think about it. Think about it. It's crazy. We're moving toward, first we get the cryptocurrency. I love cryptocurrency, right? We get the cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, it's great. Privacy with spending, yada yada, but it's a digital currency. Don't worry about the privacy part. It's a digital currency. So gone are the days of first. No. Before we get to that, we have cash, right? Which is already fiat currency. It's already bullshit currency. Then we move on to the credit cards and debit cards and all that shit. So now you're even more into fiat currency because now you're not even actually trading a physical item. Everything's digital at that point. You just got to use a physical. You got to just use a physical item to make the transaction, right? You got to use a physical interface to use the item. Then we go fully digital to a certain capacity. Then you get to being able to order online. So now you're no longer having that face-to-face interaction, but you still got to use that debit card. There's still physical money being spent. There's still you going to the bank, still pay with cash. Then we get COVID-19, you can't really spend new cash. But before that happens, we start getting cryptocurrency with Bitcoin, all that other shit. Fully digital money, fully digital asset. Slowly eliminating the physical aspect of money. So it's even more of a fiat currency. They're literally showing you that we can literally create the value of money out of thin air. Bitcoin was worth $0. Less than zero. It was less than a piece of one, less than a piece of zero. It was like less than worthless. Had zero value whatsoever. And with the system that we have, supply and demand, you could add value to any fucking thing you want, so long as people want it. But we set the trends, we set the value. So now, and they basically showed you they could pull value out of thin air. Now fucking Bitcoin is over worth over $50,000 per Bitcoin. So our American dollar is worth less than one of these fiat digital currencies. Our American dollar, which is the standard for everything we purchase in the United States and many other countries, is worth less than a Bitcoin, a digital fucking coin that you can pull out of thin air. Okay, makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. So now we have a worthless coin that became worth more than this American dollar that we've been using for multiple decades. Multiple decades, right? Multiple decades. And they showed you they could just make the value just skyrocket and plummet whenever you want. And so many people took advantage while it was worthless and made fucking money. And they just keep creating these cryptocurrencies. Then we move up toward NFTs, right? The NFTs are like even more worthless because you're not getting, they're even more worthless. You're purchasing, basically, it's like purchasing fucking Pokemon cards. You know what I'm saying? You're purchasing a fucking toy. The longer you have it, or Pokemon card, the longer you have it, really the value really plummets. Except for in a niche market. It's like a trading card fucking game. It doesn't give you any value of any asset whatsoever. It's like a scam. But these NFTs are literally jumping up in value. So these NFTs are literally jumping up in value, right? And you motherfuckers are falling for the scam. So, and they're showing you could just literally just throw any type of digital asset or any asset in your face and say it's worth $1 billion and you'll fucking take it. Right? Throw any asset in your face and say it's worth something. And they're literally telling you they could create, like they can make you believe something is worth, something that's worth nothing is worth something. Right? So now that takes the physical aspect out of that. Let's get into this new Facebook though. The metaverse. They're literally taking physical interaction away from you. This is the first step into them literally putting you deeper into the matrix. We're already in the matrix now, but I'm talking about we're in a way of the matrix that's like you could just unplug yourself. You're not like by just not getting on that fucking smartphone, not following the daily routine that the government kind of forces you to be in, just not being the worker ant. You know what I'm saying? Not following the guidelines directly that they give you. But you still have a sense of a level of freedom. But they're literally about to make you plug in. This is the first part of it. You motherfuckers already addicted to social media. That was a test. Social media and them locking your ass up for telling on yourself on every period of social media was a test. Social media was the test to see how far they could get you addicted to this shit, to this digital life, before they say, all right, we're going to make your whole life digital. The metaverse is the second fucking step in that. You motherfuckers about to sell your soul. You about to literally become a part of these computers. The world is going to end and you won't even fucking know it. Because you're going to be sitting there plugged into that fucking chair with these fucking virtual reality fucking goggles and all this other shit. You're not even going to notice the fire around you. You're not even going to notice the rapture. You're not even going to notice the end of the world, bro. There's going to be explosions and fires and all type of crazy shit, and you won't even notice it because your ass going to be stuck in that virtual reality. Buying NFTs and all type of dumb shit. How the fuck they got real companies, no disrespect to Samsung, no disrespect to Nike, but you got all these real companies invested in this metaverse shit where you could buy their fucking items on the metaverse with digital currency, cryptocurrency, and NFTs. You can buy their products with that shit as if you're going to a real store. So you motherfuckers gonna be pretty much not even having to go to a store and buy clothes because you're gonna be busy clothing your fucking your avatar. You motherfuckers gonna be butt naked, sitting in a chair, looking crazy sloppy, and you're gonna be dressing your motherfucking thing. You're gonna be living your life through the computer. Soon there's gonna be digital ghettos. I'm telling you, there's gonna be digital hoods. I'm telling you, yo. Y'all motherfuckers gonna be like, I think that's the whole point of games like Grand Theft Auto and all that shit. It's to literally, it's like the blueprint for all the shit that they setting up now. Facebook, all that shit. You motherfuckers got so invested in this digital world, talking shit to each other, living your life through the computer, that you motherfuckers are literally, it's gonna be like the Matrix where they plug your ass in with a jack on the back of your head and you just stay plugged in. You're gonna live your life through the computer. You're not even gonna notice your fucking physical body will die. You're just gonna upload yourself to the fucking computer. But guess what? When that computer gets destroyed, your ass is gone. When the shit runs out of memory, and it crashes, your ass is crashed too. Listen, before it's too late, Before it's too late, unplug yourself. Before it's too late, unplug yourself. Listen, this is the shit. Y'all gotta pay attention to these movies. It's not just entertainment. Look at WALL-E. Look at The Matrix. Look at iRobot. Look at these fucking movies. Like, these are all, and if you notice, these are all post-apocalyptic. These are all post-apocalyptic. They live in this fucking fantasy world that looks so nice, but this is all post-apocalyptic shit. All of it. All of it. The Matrix, when they plug back in, and they see the when they plug in, and it's crazy because it's weird, right? With the Matrix, he takes the pill to see the world for what it really is. So the real world, quote unquote, reality is the Matrix. It's the fucking digital simulation, but he's plugging in to get access back to the actual real world, which is a fucking digital world. It's a fucked up robotics world with all type of crazy sci-fi shit. But it's post-apocalyptic. There is no real life now. It's like you going into a motherboard. You see all the, electrical servers and shit like that. It's fucking crazy. Then you go into fucking WALL-E. The fucking world is covered in pollution and destroyed, and motherfuckers live on this in this fantasy life, and they're just completely oblivious to the reality of everything, all the destruction around them, and chaos and death. And decomposing trash and all other shit, and all the toxicity around them. They're completely, and when they finally at the end of the movie unplug from the ease of digital life and all this laziness, they start to see a life form again. You know what I'm saying? iRobot's the same shit. This is post-apocalyptic shit. The Terminator, all that shit. They telling you what they doing, but they make it so entertainment and entertaining, comedic, or action-packed that you don't even fucking notice what's real in front of you. I'm telling y'all now, this is a warning. Unplug before it's too late. All of you people living in poverty, man, start looking at what really matters, man. Try to get that bag. I'm telling you now, before it's too late, and don't plug in like the rest of these celebrities are trying to convince you to do. I highly doubt a lot of these celebrities are plugged in themselves. I doubt it. They're just telling your ass to plug in. Because while your ass is sitting there in that chair as a fucking slave, to the system, they're going to be out here living, enjoying what's left of what's left. Remember, there's a shortage on food, and there's a shortage on things. They got to plug your ass in. Soon you're going to have your fucking soldiers and all that shit coming into your home, plugging a tube with you with some liquid or some shit to keep you sustained, keep your body alive while you sitting there in that fucking chair stuck. Keep you sedated. Telling you, bro. Telling you, it's time. It's time. Get that bag, get your family into a nice home. Stop putting up with the fucking bullshit that they sell you. Stop dealing with the fuck shit. And we're gonna have more content coming. Let's talk about it. Not all of it's gonna be quote unquote conspiracy theories. Some of it's gonna be dealing with what's going on in the hood, what you're dealing with right in front of your face, and not trying to get y'all to wake up too much at one time, because a lot of y'all not ready. A lot of y'all be like, we don't want to hear that Back to Africa shit or that woke conscious shit. Not all of it's gonna be about that. Some of it might be gossip, but y'all need to tune in, man, to see what's going on Kahuna Valley TV, man. Let's talk about it. You heard? With that being said, we got more content coming on Patreon. We got more content coming on YouTube, and we have some content that eventually coming to OnlyFans when I create it. I'm gonna drop all the links to that in another video, in the description on another video. Just stay tuned. Keep looking in the description box to see what's going on. You heard? So I love y'all. Stay tuned, and please wake up. Unplug before it's too late. Let's talk about it. Peace.